Azalea trees are much better than you think they are. With the 1.17 update, we met a new type of tree in the game after a long time. Everyone was so hyped but probably disappointed at the same time because we didn't get a new wood type along with this tree. And they were like a more beautiful version of oak trees which were already existed in the game for a long time. But I mean, it's not entirely a bad thing that now we have one more way to get more oak logs. I mean, look at this beautiful texture, who doesn't want more of that? But anyways, let's talk more about the practical use of these azalea trees. In 1.17, azaleas were basically useless. The only way to obtain them was finding a moss block with shipwrecks or somewhere else and bone meal it until you get an azalea sapling, and bone meal that again to get to the trees, which you could use the leaves, logs, and also the rooted dirt to build stuff. And I can't recall, but I'm pretty sure they didn't generate naturally in the world back in 1.17. So besides the building aspect, they were pretty much useless. But in 1.18, things changed massively. As we all knew, one of the ways of finding lush caves was finding an azalea tree and then dig down to reach the cave. And now that the lush caves are finally implemented in the game in 1.18, azaleas finally are useful and they have a purpose. And also the rooted dirt is going to be a more relevant block in the game to use, and also you'll see it much more in the builds probably, considering that it was so hard and frustrating to get that no one wanted to go through all that effort to just get another type of dirt. But now you can find almost a handful of rooted dirt if you dig under a naturally generated azalea. Not only you find your way to a cave easily, but you also get a good amount of this unique block. But azalea's practicalities doesn't end there. One of the biggest features of azaleas that people might just glance over it is that bees love flowering azaleas, meaning that you can use it as a food source for bees and also make farms using the leaves, which might come in handy for some specific designs of farms or just might look cooler. And the last feature, which is really big for builders and I myself really appreciate it, is the fact that this is the only leaf block in the game along with the birch leaves that don't lose their color in the desert and savanna biomes. And although it sounds like a small feature, trust me, greenery never looked better in the deserts and savannas. The mixture of the birch leaves and azaleas is really stunning, and I recommend you try it if you haven't already. And that's about it for this video. If it helped you in any way, please consider subscribing, and I see you folks in the next one. Later.